The recommended plan includes the replacement of all structures in the study area, widening of Highway 401 to 6 lanes in the interim and to an ultimate 8 lanes, operational improvements to 3 existing interchanges, new active transportation facilities, carpool lot improvements, drainage and stormwater management improvements, and illumination improvements. The following slides focus on the interchange and crossing locations and will highlight the key features of the recommended plan. At the Wallbridge Loyalist Road interchange, the existing bridge will be replaced and the interchange ramps will be realigned to improve traffic operations and safety. To facilitate the improvements, Wallbridge Loyalist Road will be realigned to the west and tie back to the existing alignment by Grills Road to the north and Bell Boulevard to the south. A new multi-use path to accommodate active transportation is proposed on the east side of the new bridge, and the proposed improvements are compatible with municipal plans for the future widening of Wallbridge Loyalist Road to 4 lanes. In order to accommodate the interchange improvements, the existing Potter Creek tributary will be realigned to the north and west. There will be a number of property impacts in order to accommodate the improvements, and existing commercial accesses to the north and to the south of the ramp terminals along Wallbridge Loyalist Road will be either relocated or converted to right-in, right-out accesses. At Sydney Street, the replacement of the crossing structure over Highway 401 will require a slight realignment of Sydney Street to the west. The replacement bridge is compatible with municipal plans to widen Sydney Street to 4 lanes. A new active transportation path will be provided on the east side of the new bridge, and a sidewalk will be provided on the west side of the bridge. Some private property will be required in order to accommodate the proposed improvements. At Highway 62, the interchange will be reconfigured so that the ramps are on the western side. This helps provide separation between the Highway 62 and Highway 37 interchanges and improve traffic operations on Highway 401. Having the ramps on the western side also provides opportunity for an active transportation path on the east side that would then have fewer ramp crossings and conflicts with traffic. The active transportation path will help enhance pedestrian safety and active transportation routes across Highway 401. Its final design will be confirmed in future design phases and in agreement with the City of Belleville. Access modifications are required south of the interchange and are further detailed in the next slide. South of Highway 401, at the Highway 62 interchange, a new carpool lot is proposed in the southeast quadrant with a connection to the ramp intersection. The connection will also serve as the new access to the existing business located adjacent to Highway 62, as its driveways onto the roadway will need to be closed to conform to current MTO access management guidelines. Other existing full access to businesses on the east side of Highway 62 will be converted to right-in, right-out only. The existing Moira River crossing was constructed in 1955, and like other structures along the corridor, it will require replacement. The replacement will consist of 2 separate bridges, one carrying eastbound traffic and one carrying westbound traffic. The new bridges will be built higher than the existing bridge in order to provide better hydraulic clearance for the Moira River. In order to maintain all lanes of traffic on Highway 401 during construction, a slight shift of the highway alignment to the north is required. The following 2 slides demonstrate how the Moira River Bridge will be replaced while maintaining traffic on Highway 401. In the first stage of construction, traffic will be shifted as far as possible to the south side of the existing bridge, and the north part of the bridge will be demolished. In the second stage of construction, the new westbound bridge will be constructed to the north of the existing bridge. In Stage 3, once the new westbound structure has been constructed, all traffic is shifted onto the new structure, and the existing structure is demolished. In Stage 4, construction is complete, with eastbound and westbound traffic each being carried by their own bridge. At this time, Highway 401 can be widened to carry 6 basic lanes, plus 1 ramp lane in each direction. A further widening of the eastbound bridge in the future will accommodate an ultimate widening of Highway 401 to 8 basic lanes, plus 1 ramp lane in each direction. At Highway 37, the interchange will be reconfigured so that the ramps are on the eastern side, opposite to Highway 62. Along with an easterly shift of Highway 37, this configuration will provide better separation between the two interchanges and improve traffic operations on Highway 401. North of Highway 401, and as detailed in Part 2 of this PIC presentation, an extension of Kenefton Road to intersect with the North Ramp intersection and the shift of the Black Diamond Road intersection northerly was identified as the preferred municipal road network configuration. South of Highway 401, the realignment of Highway 37 results in access modifications for residential properties and impacts the existing carpool lot. A new expanded carpool lot is proposed in the northwest quadrant of the interchange and will be accessed by a new roundabout that provides connection to Kenefton Road. South of Highway 401, the Highway 37 realignment will also require the relocation of the city's Adam Street water booster station. The recommended plan includes the widening of Highway 401 to 6 lanes in the interim and to 8 lanes in the long term. To facilitate construction staging, the 6-lane Highway 401 configuration will feature a wide, barrier-separated median between Sydney Street and the CNR rail crossing. In the ultimate 8-lane configuration, Highway 401 will have a similar cross-section design throughout the study area. A preliminary construction staging plan is being developed as part of this study and will be further refined in detailed design. For the vast majority of the construction duration, traffic will be maintained on Highway 401 and crossing roads. Short-term disruptions and closures will be required at some locations to implement improvements, and where possible, disruptions will occur at off-peak times. Highway 401 detours onto municipal roads or emergency detour routes, EDRs, will be required during bridge demolitions for periods up to 24 hours. Emergency vehicle access needs will be considered as part of the preliminary construction staging plan and will also be confirmed in detailed design. This slide gives an overview of the landscape plan that will be recommended as part of the Highway 401 corridor improvements. The full plan is available for download on the project website. Overall, any disturbance to the natural landscape due to the improvements and/or construction activities will be mitigated using reseeding, forest restoration, and edge management. Disturbance due to in-water activities at the Moira River crossing will be mitigated by riparian or riverbank restoration. Active transportation has featured at each interchange and crossing location. This study will ensure facilities will be accommodated in conjunction with the proposed corridor improvements to enhance pedestrian safety and remove Highway 401 as a perceived barrier to the active transportation network. The final configurations and design will be confirmed in later design phases and are subject to municipal agreement. During this study, additional crossings of Highway 401 were also considered, however screened out. This included an active transportation path under the new Moira River crossing, which was screened out primarily due to low headroom and likelihood of flooding. This also included a crossing under the new Highway 401 CN Rail crossing east of Highway 37. This crossing was screened out as it would require additional property and a larger structure. An AT path is already being provided on Highway 37. To give a brief illustration of how the AT facility will look on the crossing structures, a cross-section and example image have been included on this slide. The path will be barrier separated from the traffic lanes and very similar to the existing Bell Boulevard Bridge over Moira River to the south of Highway 401.